Let's go. Let's do this. Let's make it happen. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Glory Hunters today. Something different. Mönchengladbach quarterfinals. Saarbrücken from the Dritte, the third Liga of the Bundesliga versus Mönchengladbach. I think Gladbach's got 2 stars. They in the Dizze, they were somebody to deal with, but I don't really think they've been much of a team in the modern age. With that being said, a team that has beaten Bayern, a team that has beaten Frankfurt, is really playing a team with their best scorer on the bench. And this will be the, I mean, is it fair to say, Nick, that this is probably the easiest team they've played thus far? I mean, I hope they don't go into it thinking they're in the middle of the table, although the third league's pretty tight. What's that? Tommy, don't do that, because then makes it look like I don't know what I'm talking about. I looked it up before and forgot. You know where they are, Nick?
10th.
They're 10th place.
9th.
But it's tight, and that's it. They got an outside shot for, with some losses. I think they have an outside shot for a promotion playoff into the second league. But that being said, they're one of the big stories of this year. Saarbrücken, really one of the toughest teams we faced over here in Wiesbaden last year. They kind of choked at the end along with Dresden, thankfully. They both had to choke. They both did. And we got the promotion. But I got to admit, I'm kind of rooting for them today against Mönchengladbach. And here we go.
I mean, yeah, compared to Frankfurt and Bayern, you'd think this is easier, right?
You'd think it'd be. I also wonder if it would get them kind of off their heels a little bit, you know?
Well, yeah, I've seen it a couple of times before in England where you have like a sort of a fairy tale story of a small team going far, and then like they'll beat like one of the big dogs, and then like Swansea City will knock them out.
Yeah. That's what I'm wondering today. They're entering the field right now, kids. We had somebody here at practice had a Mönchengladbach. The coach's son. Oh, the tattoo on his neck. His son had a Mönchengladbach jersey.
Whereabouts is it in Germany, do you know?
What's up?
Do you know where they are in Germany?
Where, Saarbrücken or Mönchengladbach?
Mönchengladbach.
I think they're a little south of here. Hey, babe, Mönchengladbach south, right? North of Frankfurt.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, yeah, right.
I mean, I know one's a Bundesliga side and one's a third Bundesliga side, but Saarbrücken are in better form when you look at their last 5 games.
There's some truth in that.
So maybe there's a shot they do it again.
Oh, we gotta wait till it comes on, Tom. Who's raising his hand here? Is that the green man? Green man making an appearance? The green man's been invited in. What are we doing in the chat? Anybody in the chat? Are we streaming? Are we live? Could be.
Yeah, I think so.
Good. Players to watch: Albi, Weigl. Their top scorer on Mönchengladbach, Klee, is off. So real lucky coming in for Saarbrücken. They have a completely healthy team. And Green Man! The Green Man is here.
I'm here to witness a Bundesliga, a German miracle, and Saarbrücken overcome the fallen giant to become themselves the conqueror of Goliath. The final stone in Mönchengladbach.
Until they get a hold of whoever's behind you. Yeah, until they run into Leverkusen and play like a Champions League team. Yeah, I think that's where it stops. That would truly be.
Yeah.
Here, I think Mönchengladbach here are a fallen giant themselves.
They really are.
One of the biggest teams in Germany, and now they're a complete shadow of what they once were.
They really haven't been that relevant in a long time.
Gone are the days of Granit Xhaka and Marco Reus.
Casey Keller.
Yeah, but they were, their best period recently was under Marco Rosa a couple of years ago. When they made the Champions League, played Real Madrid.
There we go, yeah, kickoff.
Kick-off here.
So if Saarbrücken win this, Leverkusen are the only Bundesliga side left in the Pokal. It's pretty crazy.
What teams are left in the Pokal?
So you've got Leverkusen play Fortuna Düsseldorf in the other semi-final, and then whoever wins this plays Kaiserslautern in the other semi-final.
Kaiserslautern and Düsseldorf are in the semi-finals of the German
Their
Cup.
second league, yeah. That's the team we play.
So it could be Leverkusen, Düsseldorf, Kaiserslautern, and Saarbrücken fighting for a place in the final.
And two of those teams are
This
teams
has
we
happened
beat.
before.
Two of those teams are teams Wiesbaden beat. You know, that's bizarre.
But what that shows, Tommy, it just shows how open this German Cup is, and it's kind of doing what the German Cup should do. It's giving the smaller teams a chance to get a platform for themselves like this. And that's why Saarbrücken here to do it tonight, guys. And we think, can they do it tonight? Or is it just a pipe deal?
I don't know what they do. They have the ball now. Moving it through the midfield.
They do.
Saarbrücken brings it up the wing. They have potential for a cross. They get the cross through, but it's dealt with. Still in play. Not cleared yet. And finally pushed away. But still maintains control.
Go for Mönchengladbach though today. I think the fairy tale ends today.
We have a big bowl of popcorn. Tommy's allowed to stay up late tonight because it's such a big deal. This game was also postponed because of rain last month. So we're a little behind. They may have a game coming right up after this.
Saarbrücken put the ball down the wing here. Big target man number 25 is taking the ball up. Does well here. He wins a free kick.
Oh wow, he does. No, not at all.
No.
No, I think it's the right call.
Questionable as a free kick. Next tackle by the big man.
This game's got an energy, man.
But the crowd sounds good.
It's the big man down the wing again. Same area, they're attacking down that same area, down the left. And he takes a shot. Oh, the
wide. Wide.
He gets a lot of time there. No one challenges them. It's almost as if they're scared to go in for the tackle there, the defenders in the box. Number 30 lets him go past him far too easy there to cut inside and get the shot, just drifts over the top bar.
I'm really excited about this, right? There's something about this, man.
I think we're going to see a shock here, because Saarbrücken there look like they've got intent to attack here. They're not here to be passengers. This quarter-final is here for the taking for them.
This is second nature to you. It really is. It really is. You're really good. You sure you want to go into wrestling? You know? Man's good, huh? He's really good at it.
Mönchengladbach are here to spoil the dreams of the people of Saarbrücken tonight. I don't think that's what we want to see here. I think we want to see it done. That's what the cup's all about, guys, isn't it? It's about an underdog victory.
Absolutely.
And yet it never happens.
Well,
Well,
wait a minute. Did something happen weird a couple years ago in the FA?
No one like small won it though.
yeah, it's been a while
Like,
since England. I would say Wigan's the last.
Leicester beating Chelsea, maybe.
Let me go.
That's a Premier League winner winning it though.
Yeah, exactly. I can't get over that. Three second division teams potentially in the semi-finals of the German Cup. That means one's go. That happened in the Scottish Cup a couple of years ago. It was an all second division final.
That's pretty cool. Who won it?
I think it was Hibs. Hibs beat Rangers.
Saarbrücken, of course, very close to the French border. One of their rivals is Elversberg. Really just about 30 minutes away.
I'll tell you what, here Saarbrücken look excellent. They're holding possession well. They're not getting flustered and they've created themselves a great opportunity.
They don't
For
look
5
like a
minutes.
third league team. Well, I
You
don't
tell
know.
me this is a third division German team down that same left hand side of 10 with an attack.
They are. They look like they got it in the center. They might create a chance here. Oh, Hayek.
Oh. Do you see that, guys? It's the
Nerves
same
on
side.
Mönchengladbach's side.
What is it?
But yeah, they're going to be big favourites, right, Mönchengladbach, but
Oh, God.
surely there's a lot of nerves to be like, we can't lose to this team, right?
You'll get, well, there's
Getting them
also,
already.
I think there's also, this team beat Bayern and Frankfurt, and we have trouble with those teams, you know?
That was just spot on. All the pressure here is on Mönchengladbach. There's no pressure on Saarbrücken here. This is already, as they're saying, a
They do look,
fairy tale.
they do look
They've
relaxed.
run. Exactly. I'll say it right now. They're attacking that left-hand side of the pitch, and if there's going to be a goal for open play from them, that's what's going to come from.
And in the center.
This is going to sound crazy, okay? But in a way, is it harder to play a team like Saarbrücken and
Oh, here's an
the
opportunity.
attack here?
Oh, center, wide open goal, and
Oh
It's
my
1-0
god!
already.
Oh, I thought the big
I
dogs would
saw
win.
it coming. I just think the
I think
quality of Mönchengladbach is just going to show through.
I think the goalie may have overcommitted there.
Saarbrücken ist mutig, hat ganz viele Leute
Sweet
vorne. Gladbach schaltet schnell und
Great
Gauss, hat
counter
der
attack
Pech oder
here.
hat sich da nicht gut verhalten, dass Achtung, diesen hohen Ball
Fuck's
nicht
sake.
mit dem Kopf klärt, sondern an den
Really
Höhen
beat
springt.
completely the speed.
Honorar hat das Tempo,
The centre
das
back
super
just
Auge
completely
für
mistimes
hat.
that.
Und der hat die Klasse,
You're
den
right,
Weg
but-
Tries to
reinzulegen.
take control of the ball, but it's done through.
Yeah, I don't think the keeper did too bad there, to be fair to him.
A nice pass.
Blitzsauber
Really
gespielt.
tricky,
Yeah.
sharp angle pass.
I think the big problem there was that centre back, but other than that,
So macht man das auf des Gegners Platz. Jetzt, wenn
Yeah,
man
centre back
selbst
is to blame
Bundesligist
there
ist.
for me completely. I don't think it's maybe is it to blame. I think he's made a complete mess of that situation.
Goal coming from the German Robin Hack and their top assist man, Frank Horath from France.
Jetzt zu viel.
Frank Horath is the highest rated player from Mönchengladbach.
Neuhaus.
He's not
Neuhaus,
Frankenstein.
Aufgabe.
Go back on the attack again. They've got a chance here. There's 4 men in the box for good back. Takes a shot, oh, and it goes to nothing.
tell you what, Mönchengladbach scoring first might be awful for this game because all of that like calmness and confidence and that Saarbrücken was showing early in the game, they concede this early straight away, that might completely destroy that, and we might see Mönchengladbach start to take over now with the more quality they have in their players.
That's the difference between third division and first division football.
Allerdings
If
gefällt
you
mir
make a
nicht, dass
mistake
dieser
like
Brücker
that
mit
in
zu
third
vielen
division,
Leuten
you're
vorne
not getting
steht und
punished.
Gladbach
Do
in
that
dem
at this level.
Mitteldrittel sehr viel Ruhe und Zeit hat. Und es schon eine Zeit dauert, bis sie die Lücken dann stopfen.
Good night for football, boys.
And although we've been talking about what it means to start back, also means a great amount to Mönchengladbach to potentially get to a German Cup final and maybe win it. They must say if they win tonight, the second favourites for this cup. It's a great opportunity for them not only to just get European football, but to win a cup.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you factor in they'll most likely play Leverkusen in the final. Not to write off Dusseldorf, but most likely Leverkusen, who might be too focused on the league in Europe that they might not be fully focused in that final. So that could be an opportunity for Mönchengladbach to really take that game and win a trophy for the season.
Yeah.
Friedrich vor Brünker. Sonntag, guter Ball, Rabic.
Here's a
Draus ist Kerber.
pressure.
Itakura dazwischen.
Saarbrücken fires, and it's in!
Ausgleich!
Oh
In der
my.
Startphase die Elfte.
No way.
That's
Amin
nice.
Naifi mit dem 1-1 und
That's
beide-
big as well.
beide
Yeah, it
sind
is.
hinten.
It completely
Top-Tage.
swings everything back to now. Saarbrücken they're gonna have their confidence back straight away. This is perfect way to respond from Saarbrücken.
Momentum shifts in the favour to the underdogs now.
Gladbach wiederholt.
Great here.
Über
They
die
win the
linke
second ball
Defensivseite
in the middle of the
total
pitch,
offen.
holds it
Brünker
up,
legt ab. Sonntag
put in the space. It's
dann
3 and
geht's
2 here
schnell.
going forward. Picks the man in
Das
space.
wäre Abseits gewesen.
Doesn't
Das
quite
ist
get it.
keins Naifi
Just off
gegen
him outside the
3.
box.
That's first. That's a first league shot.
Ihn dahinlegen.
That is a
Absolutely.
tidy finish.
That's a shot worthy of getting into the semi-finals, Tommy.
Super Ding.
And the goalie got
It's a good
pissed.
shot
I feel
there.
like, I
Oh,
feel like
got
the longer the
fingertips on
game
that one.
went on with Mönchengladbach winning,
Richtig aufholen.
the more they could take control of the game, the more they could start to dominate Saarbrücken. And so Saarbrücken firing back this quickly, I think, is perfect for them because it doesn't give Mönchengladbach any chance to get comfortable and start using their quality to control it. Or now they're straight away, it's equal footing again.
The goal was by a French striker, Anim Nafi.
Mir gefällt das jetzt
age
super, weil
24.
die sagen, hey, wir haben total viel Mut.
Anim Nafi of
Wir laufen mal
Saarbrücken.
nach vorne. Ich bin auch nicht verantwortlich für die defensiven Lücken, die sie beide aufweisen, sowohl die Saarbrücker als auch die Gladbacher. Brünker legt den ab. Kerber, Naifi, Rabic wartet, Kerber.
They're trying to get in. And again, all the pressure's back on Mönchengladbach, and you can see some of the players. Hey, get into this. I love games in the rain. I don't know. I like what it does to the pitch. I don't know. Especially if it's cold rain, it sucks. But
Marcel Gauss beim Einwurf und Gauss ist
Always
extra
big on
von der linken
babes.
auf die rechte Seite rüber, weil der
we
nicht
got
nur
sick.
tolle Flanken schlägt, sondern eben, Achtung, auch
How about you,
unfassbar weit einwerfen kann. Jetzt nicht immer,
Well, then we got
aber oft.
Hollabach, and we got sick.
Great night here in Germany.
Ich mal
Great
überlege,
night
jetzt
for
gegen Aue,
football.
super
Great
erste
night for
Halbzeit,
the
Stuff.
fans.
dieser
Super
Brücke
stuff.
davor gegen Lübeck. Kandidat mit ganz großen Problemen.
Also, if you're watching Goalie Huntlers, it's a great night for you because you have the opportunity to subscribe to this channel right now. So, if you're watching and by some chance you aren't subscribed, why aren't you?
The greatest Discord club and ever. Oh, here's an opportunity to grab it. They got a breakaway. Move it in. Oh, back.
Oh,
The center back slipped, put his leg behind him, and still put his through his legs. Almost got nutmeg. Broke up the play. Mönchengladbach. Saarbrücken is back on the attack.
That was a hell of a challenge from the defender.
He did. He twisted himself into a pretzel, but.
Eine strafbare Abseitsposition gesehen. Das war
Careful.
Tölke, der den eigenen Mann anschießt. Die erste Aktion super von Reitz. Die hier. Und jetzt halt das.
Don't get that
Oh,
on you.
that's so good.
Louis Wilson.
Alles, was zur Verfügung steht. Gauss macht noch mit einem Handtuch, was man ihm gereicht hat. Hände und Ball trocken. Weil der erste ist ihm weggerutscht. Er kann ja ganz anders einwerfen. Hack. Warum nicht?
I got it. It's not even that much.
That's my pet peeve in football. Players just shooting from really far out. It's such a waste every time. They score like 1 in like 100 shots like that.
You only should do that because you have absolutely no pass at all.
Even then, I feel like you're just better off passing it back and then just sort of restart an attack.
Yeah, I don't mind it late in the game, but this part of the game I don't. It does get on my nerves. You're up by a goal late, yeah, why not?
Not for me.
Like that Declan Rice goal against oh, what team was that? He just blasted one. They were up by 4 goals. Why not? You know.
Well, I guess that's okay.
Yeah, Arsenal. West Ham. We won them a cup last year. Got a trophy. Mönchengladbach for the Eckball.
Bei Borussia Mönchengladbach im
Eckball.
16-Meter-Raum wie beim FC Saarbrücken. 2 Mann im Fünfer, die stellen noch einen mehr mit 4 Mann so rund um den Elfmeterpunkt. Die Saarbrücker 3.
We've lost Green, man.
Noah, bisschen kurz.
We've lost Green Man. And come out. Well, comes back on the hill. Oh, I gotta do play-by-play. First 15 minutes have not disappointed.
60 minutes, you mean?
Even the cat's interesting.
More of this would be very good.
You smelled your foot and left. Yeah, Foot Mob's always giving me notifications. I got to keep track of. I got to keep track of his team, so I can goof on him if they're losing. You know what his team's called? Braintree. Isn't that weird? Braintree.
Die Herangehensweise von Saarbrücken, jetzt waren sie gerade deutlich disziplinierter mit dem Nachrücken der anderen, weil die Lücken einfach geschlossen mal in der Mitte.
You know, you said there's a Braintree nearest where you used to live.
Massachusetts. That area is everything's named Sussex, Essex. It's all that area of Massachusetts.
Yeah, well, like a youth team from the Braintree over there.
Oh, just wide up. Oh, what a save! A double! A double from the Saarbrücken goalie. That definitely should have been in. I tell you, here's something I don't like. I do not like the way these center backs are. They you know, I'm starting to see why they have such a high goal differential. It's a plus 15, and they're in the middle of the table. These defenders really leave a lot to be desired. Corner kick, Saarbrücken. Or Mönchengladbach. Here's the delivery. Pushed away out of the box.
Wieder zu kurz, kriegt eine zweite Chance von Honorar. Hack bietet sich an.
Cross for Saarbrücken. Dealt with.
Offensivfoul.
Whistle blown and you know, offsides here. Range coming down. You know what that means.
Nach wie vor fehlen
rain.
Player.
Oh,
You like that? You like that?
Im Angriff von Borussia Mönchengladbach. Nach wie vor fehlt Jonas Omlin.
Actually, we got to switch the. It's spring, so we got to switch the grass.
Das
So
Comeback anvisiert. Der
we got
ist
snow
der
on the ground.
Kapitän.
We got to switch the grass.
Nicht
yeah,
nur
you might.
vom Alter her mehr Wucht als
Yeah, the Braintree in the US, like a youth football team there, sent like some stuff to like the Braintree, my Braintree the other day.
Okay.
Aber Sie müssen den Trainer fragen. Wer
That's like the English. That's like, you know,
Bis
the
dahin
Massachusetts
wieder da
is the first state, it's the
Nummer
English
1 ist.
settlement.
Gut abgelegt von Jordan.
Is it a brain on the tree?
I don't know what it is. The brain and tree. That's it.
I think it was like to do with certain nuts. I can't think of the name. There was like nuts that grew on the trees here that looked like brains.
Oh,
I
is that what
forget
it
which
was?
nut it
Der war
is.
stark vom Reiz.
That's bizarre.
Nächster Versuch. Vorteil läuft mit Jordan.
At least
Uh-oh.
that's the story I heard.
I was trying to.
Da wollte ich gerade mal
It flew off my hand
fragen,
and it's so white
was ich
here.
eigentlich
Perfect land.
Manuel Zeitz dabei gedacht
Good
hat. War
stuff.
das wirklich ein
Yeah,
Foul? Vorher
just
war es
play
für
by
mich
play.
eins. Hier ist es für mich keins.
The green man has left us.
Für ihn sowieso nicht, aber das muss ich Ihnen ja nicht erklären.
Good left.
He probably. He's got Scottish
Auf der
internet.
anderen Seite beim Thema Torwart war ich Tim Schreiber ausgeliehen von Leipzig. Ist als Nummer 2 in diese Saison gegangen war.
Goal kick,
Der
Saarbrücken.
Pokaltorwart und nach der überragenden Leistung
After a foul called in their end.
ist er drin geblieben und ist die Nummer 1 fußballerisch.
Free kick from the goalie, I
Besser
should
als
say.
Tim Patterrock.
I tell you some, their forwards are a lot faster than these defenders. Here's another opportunity across, but high.
Fast eine
Tell you what, my window's open and I reckon I'll be able to hear if we score.
Saarbrücker Sicht. Wir haben ein ganz großes Problem. 3 Mann, die da nicht hinterherkommen.
Yeah, Robin Hack with his second big opportunity. He's also the
Und dann ist auch keiner
the
rechtzeitig
player
bei
to
Hand.
score.
Tony glitched. It's glitching.
This question.
Yeah.
Hier war so ein Stück weit dem
It's
Platz
glitching,
geschuldet,
Tony's stuck.
dass er den nicht so sauber getroffen
Yeah,
hat.
it
weil auch
gets
da
like
ist er
that every
mehr
so
drin.
often. Don't worry about that.
Just because
He's getting the, no, he's got bad internet. It's wireless. Wireless internet. I'm getting the job done. 15 Becker with the throw in. Gets it back to the center back. Yeah, I'm a little concerned with Saarbrücken center backs. They just, the Mönchengladbach forwards just seem to be really just passing them.
Yeah, so far it has looked kind of easy for Mönchengladbach to get in. And you'd think if this carries on, they're definitely going to score
Yeah,
again.
sure.
They've come very close a couple times already since the goal.
I also have a lot of confidence in Saarbrücken being able to score. You know,
I could see both sides scoring more in this game.
yeah, I don't think this is
I
over.
still give the edge to Mönchengladbach, but
Yeah, I think you'd have to.
you never know.
Wenn dieser Brücker hinterher. Wieder Honora. Weiz. Honora am Tunnel beim eigenen Mann.
You know, Horat seems to be making all the plays happen, the Frenchman.
He has looked very good so far.
Oh. Gladbach with total control. Their backs firmly planted the midfield line.
Rücken zieht sich deutlich weiter zurück.
And they get pushed back right after I say that.
In der Anfangsviertelstunde haben sie ja jeden Ball da vorne so am 16-Meter-Raum im Aufbau der Gladbacher attackiert. Mussten dafür ein paar Mal bezahlen. Einmal ein Gegentor und 2 weitere Kontermöglichkeiten der Gäste. Jordan, Platzfehler, Kerber. Tunnelball gespielt. Neuhaus, Honora.
Horat managed to work it into the center.
Zeitz.
Easily dealt with.
Kerber mit
Saarbrücken
Brunker, der
controls,
eher fürs Festmachen
moving
als
down the
fürs
right
Springen
line.
eingeteilt ist.
Good play. And pulled down by Saarbrücken. Foul goes their way. Free kick.
Haben beide Argumente, würde ich mal sagen.
It's good
Der
defending.
erste Impulskampf von Itakura in diesem Zweikampf. Nee, der
Oh,
erste Impulskampf
Itakura.
von Brunker und dann ist es Itakura. Richtig gesehen.
I'm waiting until spring. It's like 2
Und
weeks.
so sieht der Platz nach dem Abstoß aus. Dann sehen wir, wie weich der und wabbelig der ist.
You can tell it's a lower tier pitch.
Yeah, a little torn up. We were like, I noticed that one of our
Das war die
pitches
falsche
nice,
Entscheidung.
a lot
Muss rechts
nicer.
mitnehmen.
Attempted cleared by Saarbrücken, intercepted. They're moving it in.
Neuhaus reizt, das geht da drüben zu einfach. Wenn er 2 Meter weiter rausgeht, ist Honorar wieder da.
I'd love to.
Die Abstimmung bei Böder und Gauss ist nicht besonders gut. Er ist im 8. Jahr hier. Manuel Zeitz, auch als Kapitän, war logischerweise bei dieser Wahnsinnsreise 2019, 2020 mit dabei, bis ins Halbfinale.
Gladbach causing trouble in their box. They try to live one in. Fork tries to put it on net. It's off. Deflected off of a Saarbrücken defender and goes to a corner kick.
Und Neuhaus den sich in aller Ruhe hinlegt. Und Kerber ist dann der mit zurückrutscht.
Corner kick, Mönchengladbach, 25th minute. Ten more to go. 20 more to go, excuse me.
Nee, noch nicht freigegeben.
It looks like there's a false start. 2 players being lectured by the referee. A little too much pushing and shoving.
Little tussle.
Little tussle, nothing big. Here comes the delivery.
Schreiber.
Pushed away by Schreiber. Recovered. And looks like we'll go back for another corner kick.
Tell you what, this Saarbrücken stadium's not too bad. I like it. It's quite a good size.
Honorar ist zwischendurch noch aufgehalten worden in der Mitte, weil er durch die Menschen und Spieler traut.
Looks like the ultras for Gladbach showed up. And then some.
Top-Vorlagengeber in der Bundesliga. Mit 9 und hier auch die Vorlage zum zwischenzeitlichen
Horat with the corner kick. Here's the delivery. Taken care of by the backs. But kept in. They managed control, and they're going to get another cross out of this.
Immer noch keiner dran. Nächster Eckball. Der Druck
We'll
wird
work it
größer.
to another Eck ball. Corner kick.
So I think, yeah, Mönchengladbach are really growing into this game now.
Yeah.
It does feel like they're really starting to take control and showing why they're the Bundesliga team. And Saarbrücken aren't.
Elvedi, Friedrich, Jordan in der Mitte.
Well, this corner kick's being taken by Robin Hack.
3 mit Kopfballstärke und Wucht, Jordan.
Ooh. Pretty good corner.
Abschluss. Kann man so sehen.
How do I get back on? How do I get that back the way it was?
Böder, der ging so. Bringt seinen eigenen Mann in Schwierigkeiten, gibt die erste gelbe Karte völlig zurecht, Elvedi.
Saarbrücken player down.
Das war, als der Böder den Ball abgespielt hat, habe ich mir gedacht, das tut jetzt gleich richtig weh. Bic hinterher, Elvedi auch. Der eine blickt zum Ball, der andere nur blickt zum Gegner.
I don't know.
Und dann ist er genau diesen Bruchteil zu
Yeah, it looks like
der
his
Ball
foot
ist weg,
stepped
nur
on from
Gegner da.
behind. That's one of their best players, Rebic. Rabik, excuse me, number 10 Rabik. Probably one of their highest scoring players. And he's down right now. That's got to be making
Ich
him a
denke mal,
little
das war
nervous.
so ein Kampf um den Ball und trotz offener Sohle, Bein relativ weit unten und ist mit Gelb auch gut. Hier nochmal der Fehler von Gauss Honorar vorbei, Blick für Hack.
That's cool.
Fertig.
Yeah, I was just looking, right. Saarbrücken Stadium is a 16,000 seater. Bournemouth, who play in the Premier League, have 11,000.
Oh, really?
So this is bigger than a Premier League stadium.
No kidding.
Right, one team in the Premier League stadium.
No. We can hold 10. Unless I think 10 is your average third league team. You don't see anything really lower than that.
Und die beiden, die da medizinische Hilfe geleistet haben, die gucken noch ganz skeptisch auf den Platz, haben beim Rauslaufen auch
It
noch
looked
mal
like a bad park.
ein paar Dellen platt gedrückt.
It's decent.
Das wird spannend. 60 Minuten muss der
Well, it's a good size. It's bigger than Luton Stadium as well.
Yeah.
Luton's is a 12,000 seater.
Really? Looks bigger. Luton's cooler, though, I gotta admit. Free kick. Saarbrücken, just inside the final third. They try to sort it out, maintain control, and lose it. Up the left side, Mönchengladbach. Kicked out of bounds.
Played well.
Roman Gladbach.
I mean, yeah, Luton's is cooler, but it's cooler than most stadiums, right?
Yeah, this seems like it seems a lot bigger than ours. Feels so compact even when you watch the game. Theirs feels a little more TV friendly. And you can tell the camera's a lot farther back. You know, I mean, you go 10 rows back in Wiesbaden, you know. Oh, taken out from behind, and they're gonna get a yellow card here. And yeah,
Maybe.
ref goes right to his card. Tackle from behind. Lucky only to get a yellow, to be honest with you. Looked pretty brutal. Have to see it in slow-mo, though. He did attempt to go for the ball, but ended up tripping his opponent from behind. And
Just really poorly timed.
yeah, nothing malicious. Looked malicious in real time.
Yeah. It was just a terrible tackle.
Patrick Sothheimer with the yellow card. You hold on to this.
Friedrich sorgt da vorne für Wirbel.
Harwood delivers. Flex out. Gladbach maintains control. They try to work it up the left wing. Completely crowded box by Saarbrücken. It's getting hard to break in there, but they're giving Gladbach control in exchange.
Seit gut einer Viertelstunde hat Saarbrücken beschlossen, immer noch mutig zu sein, aber nicht mehr so mutig und risikoreich zu spielen. Das führt dazu, dass sie offensiv.
Yeah, it looks like Saarbrücken's game plan now is to try and get a goal on the break. Let them pass it around a bit, wait for their opportunity to steal the ball, and then just fly up the other end. This looks like what they're going for.
You know, they also lose possession to a goal kick.
I'm not sure that's the best idea if I'm Saarbrücken, to be honest. I thought their pressure early on was pretty good. I think if you sit back and let Mönchengladbach play, they're gonna use the quality that they have and the experience to find ways to score, and you're gonna regret
You
it.
think the coach is a little afraid that defense can't keep up?
Yeah,
with their
maybe.
forwards.
They were getting exposed a bit at the back, sure. Then I felt more confident in them scoring a goal as well. Whereas here, I still think Mönchengladbach will score, but I feel less confident about a Saarbrücken goal.
Or Saarbrücken on the ground, they're able to clear. Saarbrücken playing like they're a man down.
Yeah, they become quite passive. Maybe the manager's thinking get to half-time 1-1 and you're pretty happy. So maybe he's trying to see that out rather than exposing them.
I agree with you. I believe in going for it, but you know, it is painfully obvious those center backs are not going to be able to deal with them. That it's
struggling.
It's not first league quality defense.
Trotzdem gibt es das Foul gegen Rocco Reitz. Aber genau diese Situation sind es, auf die Saarbrücken im Moment lauert. Das war dann eher Weigel, oder? Mit dem Foul.
With Saarbrücken has they have some quality up front. They get a free kick just over the midfield line. Not quite ahead of the circle. Here's a delivery.
Ganz weit rüber. Decker unten durch.
Touches nobody. Goes to the right corner and cleared away, but deflected by a Saarbrücken player. That'll go for a throw-in from Mönchengladbach. Guys, is there any short name I can give that goddamn team? That's too many syllables. You know?
Gladbach? I think that's usually the shorter name people go for. It's just Gladbach.
Yeah, Gladbach. Saarbrücken with control. Trying to enter the final third, but taken away. Back with Gladbach. They fiddle with the ball. They get it over the line. Horath made it a run for it. Ball's dislodged. And Saarbrücken gets control. They go for a long ball. Well, not a long, quite a long ball. Robin Hack.
Also sehr, dass den Unterhaltungswert auch bremst oder verhindert. Aber alle, die sonst mit Defensive nicht so viel
got
haben, wenn man das
Me and Nick are getting good at it now. We were total amateurs before, and we still are. But we're not as amateurish.
Wenn sie teilweise in Gleichzahl gegen die guten Fußballer der
Slightly better amateurs.
Yes.
We're almost semi-pro.
Semi-pro. We're trying to work for that semi-pro. Then we can get to professional AI. 10 minutes left in the half. You like my radio voice?
9 minutes left.
All right, let's not do that.
So what, footmob are slow when it comes to Braintree. I heard the celebrations like minutes ago and they've only just updated it.
They've definitely lowered the volume and intensity, but that doesn't necessarily mean the game's been boring. It's just they're surrendering a lot of control, and I think I understand why.
I understand it, but I don't agree with it personally.
But doesn't Gladbach have a better chance of scoring on the break than they do trying to get through, you know, all these midfielders and defenders? That's what I'm thinking. I can't condemn the coach yet, but normally I'm on your side. They haven't made it 2-1.
Yeah, it's easier for Mönchengladbach to score, but I think the Saarbrücken we saw early that were taking chances was the Saarbrücken that beat Bayern, the Saarbrücken that beat Frankfurt. I don't think this Saarbrücken now is the side that beat those Bundesliga teams earlier on. I think if you're playing opposition that are 2 levels above you in the footballing pyramid, you sit back and you give them time, they're gonna find a way.
Yeah. Well, I think it might be too early. Did they come out in the second half and maybe take more of those chances? Because both those goals Gladbach scored were on the run. They weren't exactly set up in the midfield. They haven't been able to crack
the one goal
defensive. Well, they haven't been able to crack Saarbrücken's defensive posture yet. It was mostly on the run. No goals. They haven't done it since. So I'm wondering. But eventually, if they want to win, unless they really think they can do this all the way to penalties, which I don't think is possible, they will crack the code eventually.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's my worry with it. Yeah, maybe they're just holding until half time, and then they're going to try and hit them early out of the doors second half. I don't know. I think they kind of have to ride their luck a bit, and that would include attacking more maybe leaving yourself a little bit more open. But like I say, sort of riding your luck, I think, is well, no matter what happens, if they win this, they're gonna have to have been lucky at some point, right? So I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there's certainly value in both approaches, of course.
Normally, I'd rather take it to him.
Yeah.
But those backs look like they need help, and they're getting it. Here's an opportunity, shot on goal, but high over the crossbar by Saarbrücken. Goal kick.
But then that could just be me personally, where I find I normally gravitate to a more attacking style anyway. So maybe the defensive play is the smart decision here.
If I was good, it looks like the sod's having some problem. Pitch is having some issue. Here's another. Yeah, there's another opportunity. This is where I feel like they're the most dangerous, though. They're on the run right now. Robin Hack has it in the corner. He looks. Shirley's coming in. He waits too long, though. Getting harassed by 3 defenders, but they're able to clear. Gladbach maintains. Now in the midfield, but in control. Hack down the left side. He tries to pitch it forward with a through ball that ends up to a deflected pass or attempted cross that was deflected. Gladbach still controls. This is what you're talking about cracking the code here. They're getting close to cracking it.
Yeah, that's my worry when you're like, unless you're like Atletico Madrid level of defense.
I think I'm gonna go with Saarbrücken coach on this, and I think it's the level difference. I think if you're a first league team, yeah, then you put the pressure on them because you can. I don't think they can rely on these defenders. On a break or when you have an odd man situation where you only have 2 back and 3 up front. There's no Van Dijks out there, you know.
Very true.
Yeah.
And they looked far from Van Dijk at the back there.
Dann wurde dieser Sportpark hier immer teurer und teurer und teurer. Und da geht es dann auch um 6-stellige Summen schon, die zu viel sind. Das führte dazu, dass Sie hinten neben den Logos von Saarbrücken diese schwarzen Planen sehen, die sogenannten Kuhweiden, kein Geld mehr da für Tribünensitze. Und wenn man das freilassen würde, würde das Unkraut so rauswuchern, dass man irgendwann dahinter nichts mehr sehen kann, weil die Pflanzen
Gladbach in control, 41st minute. I don't think there'll be much time added, maybe 3 minutes. They try to work it through the center and dealt with. Saarbrücken trying to maintain control here after they got the dispossession. It ends up being a long ball to the midfield and a man down. Looks like a dive here. The dive went to something. Yeah, the goal scorer, Nafi, took a flying leap, which ended up being a Saarbrücken free kick. Here's the delivery. Oh, they tried to go short instead of dropping it, but they communication was off, and Gladbach maintains, and it puts them right in the run-and-gun situation that they've been successful on as they bring it up the field, through the midfield, cutting through defenders. But it does get broken up. Deflected, out for a goal kick.
They defended that well, to be fair.
Horat might be the most French-looking man I've ever seen in my life. Yeah.
He is very French-looking, isn't he?
Very French. Very close in proximity. If you want to know a little about Saarbrücken, it's very close to the military base and town Ramstein. Of course, Ramstein is from Leipzig.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because why would Ramstein be from Ramstein?
Yeah, why? You know, Ramstein's really an American military town. You have the Air Force, the Army, a really big mall. It's like the coolest place to go if you have a pass and you can get on post. A New Jersey style giant mall in there, really cool.
Saw some clips of Rammstein's concert in Lithuania, and that looked pretty cool as well.
Oh, we like Rammstein. Tommy loves Rammstein.
Not my kind of music, but
No, that's pretty cool.
some really cool shows.
Wiesbaden comes out to Deutschland, their song, when they come out. It's really cool.
Uber alles.
No.
Deutschland.
Don't say that.
That's one of their songs.
No, you can't say it in that way. Like, we can't literally say that. Not even joking around. Speech laws, yeah, I know. You can say it, we can't. That was the old national anthem, and they took that out.
Isn't the national anthem now like pretty much the same? Just they took
They
one
took out the
paragraph out.
They took out Oberhaus. Yeah, that's associated with the old regime. Corner kick, Horath in there, and headed right to Schreiber. Schreiber covers. Oh, they added, yeah. I have to catch most. I have to recatch that. Might as well do it now.
Zwei ganz interessante Gäste. Patrick Schmidt, den wir natürlich alle lieber auf dem Feld gesehen haben, einer der beiden verletzten Stürmer vorne bei Saarbrücken. Christian Jakob ist der andere. Ist einer. Und Jan Elvedi, der 5 Minuten ältere Bruder der Zwillinge. Elvedi spielt in Lautern, wartet auf seinen Bruder. Das Bruderduell hat es noch nie gegeben zwischen den beiden im Profifußball. Es könnte im Halbfinale soweit sein.
All throughout this first half, they've been showing the turf being torn up.
Yeah, it seems like we've got a Wrexham side here with the water. They're pulling up big parts of the pitch. Not looking good. But you noticed early on, this is not the nicest pitch in the Bundesliga. Goal kick, Saarbrücken. Schneider, nice leg on Schreiber. Oh, looks like a man down and foul. Are we going to see a card?
I reckon he gets away with that.
No card. Robin's got it inside the box. And looks like the rain may have played a role. Saarbrücken clears. Gladbach maintains control. And that's the half.
1-1's a good result for Saarbrücken at half-time. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. Not too shabby at all.
You know, the thing is, I don't think either side can really be too disappointed. I think 1-1's good for Saarbrücken, but at the same time, I don't think Mönchengladbach have played poorly at all.
No. I can't. I wouldn't complain. 72% control by Gladbach. Total shots, Gladbach's got him beat with 12-6. Big chances, also 3-0. Yeah, you can't even say the goal they had was a big chance. It was kind of created by Neffy. And big chances missed. Well, 0 for Saarbrücken because they had none. 3 fouls by Saarbrücken, 7 by Gladbach. Only 1 offsides called. Here's the stat that I don't like. 6 corner kicks to 1 for Gladbach. Shots come down to 12-6.
Nur zusammen können wir das Feuer entfachen, das den Fußball ausmacht.
And five shots on target, 4 off, and 1 on target, and that's a goal. And 3 off for Saarbrücken.
Yeah, I think that corner stat and the shot stat shows the domination that Mönchengladbach have had, especially in the second half of that. Saarbrücken started early, but yeah, the Mönchengladbach took over that half, and yeah.
Of course, we got Champions League.
Shots.
We got Champions League going on right now. Arsenal has seen Porto. They lead 1-0 on aggregate, and it's 0-0 right now. Barcelona slapping Napoli early, 2-0, and they leave that 3-1 aggregate in that Champions League game. Later tonight, we got the second leg of the Champions Cup in CONCACAF. Columbus champion faces Houston. They lead that one 1-0. And we got Prucha. Jesus Christ, lady. Calm down. Pro will host Philadelphia. No score at all. Philadelphia with a huge advantage if there's a tie at the end of 90. Tigres and Orlando, much the same thing. Orlando in Tigres. Excuse me, Tigres, the Mexican side. And this is a funny team. This game will be tomorrow. SV Robin Hood versus Club Sport Hernando. Hernando leaving that 2-1. And that's all CONCACAF. Other scores, Braintree on 36th minute, 1-0 over Dartford. Wrexham tied 34th minute with no score. And our game, Saarbrücken versus Gladbach, 1-1 at the half. Good stuff, good stuff. Great night for football.
A great night for
Great night for football. Feels good, man.
Unless this Braintree score changes, then it'll be a terrible night.
Yeah, right.
Bei Saarbrücken. Ohne den FCS geht's für Sie nicht, ne? Als gebürtiger Saarbrücker.
Ja, genau. Wie Sie es schon gesagt haben.
Ja, genau.
Who's that talking on the mic? Do you know?
Looks like somebody's mom. I don't know.
Right next to the woman.
No, she's nobody famous that I know of.
No, the bloke. Who's the bloke?
Not sure. I didn't read it. Not sure. Not terribly sure. I didn't read that. Let's do a recapture too.
No.
Over here. Make sure. Hello to Zara in the chat who's watching the game with us. Anybody who's watching the game is on YouTube, you can check it out directly by joining our Discord and joining our club. Get Discord. Hit the link that's pinned in the chat box. Come hang out with us. We stream a lot of games that are actually offline as well, not so much on YouTube. Lots of good talk in there. Lots of good. I'm starting to use the thing just to keep up. It's like a special little feed of niche stuff that we follow. Yeah, you can see this goal here on the run where Robin Hack's able to finish. He didn't even think he was going to.
Yeah. Came from the mistake, like losing the ball there, and then obviously the mistake from the defender there. It's not great.
And this is a chance that should have been converted on. Horath gets it in the center. There, be really interesting how Saarbrücken comes out in the second half if they're going to take more offensive chances, because I don't think they can turtle.
I have a feeling they will. I think that'll be their plan. Was they were just trying to see out the first half, not concede, go into it 1-1, and then come out and try and hope that Mönchengladbach aren't fully firing as soon as they come out. Like they need like a minute to like get back into it again, and Saarbrücken will try and use that to really hit hard, quick, and maybe steal a goal early on, and they can try and defend maybe.
Yeah, Saarbrücken played the Italian games towards the end. Of course, a goal.
That's why I can see them coming out quick early in the second half, because if they can get a goal early, they can go straight back to that, but be in a winning position whilst playing that, so it's a lot more comfortable.
Hey, come here. Let that game go. You can play another one. I want to try. We're going to do this together, you and me. Sit down. Get close to the mic.
Okay.
Tell me the big five.
Germany, France.
No, not big five. What's the big five? Football five that we came up with, huh?
No.
Ball. Come on, get in the mic, tell them.
I don't remember.
Ball. Come on. What's the first one? Try.
I don't remember.
Awareness.
Ball awareness. Always be ready. Attack. No fear. Be somebody to pass to.
What do you think of that? Ball awareness, always ready, attack, no fear, and make yourself somebody to pass to. Don't stand behind three. That's the big five. I came up with that.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, and he comes and gets a drink. I ask him the big five. He's really improved.
He's going to be the next Saarbrücken star.
He might
I
do,
mean, to be fair, that'd be a pretty good
he
level
might do
if he-
two camps this summer. He was going to do one for
full
Easter,
camps.
but it looks like he's going to do science camp instead. Yeah, you can see the sod coming up. Over there for sure. I'm going to grab a new smoker. Well, there's too bad Green Man left.
Just vanished. He comes and goes, Green Man.
Here comes the ghost. True Scotsman. Tommy liked Green Man when he met him. They were good to you in Scotland, huh?
I'm not surprised. The funny-looking bloke who talks funny
Yeah,
in his high heels, his platform shoes.
Well, you know, the hair really fits the wrestling act, I have to admit. He looks like a wrestler.
He's cool hair, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh, God, the weight he's lost? I mean, the only thing about that sport is it's so brutal on your body, you know?
Well,
Unnecessarily brutal on your body.
I don't even know how you get into wrestling over here. Like, I've never met anyone who's ever
Go to school.
wrestled.
Go to wrestling school. And I guarantee where you live, there's plenty of places, yeah. You pay a lot of money, they beat you up, and you never get a job.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a good deal, right? Just go to a football match wearing like the other team's shirt, you get the same.
Yeah.
Don't have to pay.
It's tough business to break into, and then you gotta ask yourself, why would you want to? You really gotta love it. You know.
Oh,
Well, you know,
maybe he's
jumping
one
around
of
or
the
going.
likes pain.
Because that's the first thing they do. They fall on their back and fall on their back and fall on their back, and it's a safety thing, you know. You got to learn how to fall. So like when something happens, you're not expecting, you know what to do, sort of instinctively, you know.
Yeah, did you see Ronaldo got knocked out of Champions League? He left. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, that. Unannounced. Melbourne won 7-0 against Western Sydney.
Where's my other one?
G-Man.
Oh boy. I gotta find it. I thought I'd let it on the charger. Yeah, but I want to break over a new one if I can help it. Probably starting, so give me a second. I'm gonna run out of juice.
Napoli scored. It's 2-1 in that game now. 3-2 on aggregate for Barcelona. Obviously, the away goals rule no longer a thing. Hopefully, Napoli can score another. Would be nice to see that one go a long way. Arsenal Porto still 0-0. Looks fairly even as well, the Arsenal Porto game. Neither side really taking on a lot of shots. XG is very similar. It's bad for Arsenal and all the Arsenal fans out there. 1-0 to Porto, of course, on aggregate. Not a lot else on. Really.
All right. Mm-hmm.
You back?
I am now. Yeah, I found my smoker.
Nice. I was going to say, did you see Ronaldo got knocked out?
Did he? We mentioned we checked that they're playing, so they're done.
Yeah, because we obviously watched the first one. They, I think they lost or drew the second one, so they're out.
They're out. Ronaldo, no silverware since he went over there.
Well, obviously they're still second in the Saudi Pro League, I believe.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping there'd be an all-star game between the Saudi Pro League and... but getting those guys over there in the middle of the summer is probably... Well, actually, no, that would be their preseason.
I mean, it would be played in Saudi Arabia because Ronaldo's not going to the US.
Why not? You got to go to the US to do the all-star game.
Everyone knows Ronaldo's not going to the US.
Yeah, Yeah, well, Messi's got too much. Messi won a trophy immediately. You know. Oh, looks like we're back on. Let's get that scoreboard up there. Here we go.
Yeah, Al Nassr are still 12 points behind in the league. So there's a very good chance they don't win anything again.
Ronaldo famous for saying that the league's better than MLS.
Yeah. Well, he's proving it, isn't he? He can't even win it. That's how good the teams are.
That was funny that way. There we go. Saarbrücken with some offense. Shot from outside the box. Blocked out in front. Controlled by Gladbach. Tried to clear, but oh no! Saarbrücken maintains control on the wing. Fires in the center. Attempted header. Just missed. Gladbach recovers. Horvath. And he's forced to clear. And they lose possession. Saarbrücken throw in right near the line.
It's like only a minute into the half, and Saarbrücken have almost a very good opportunity there for Saarbrücken.
I think they answer a question too. You know, so are they going to come out or are they going to turtle? You know.
And so I had a feeling that was maybe the game plan was, you know, defend until the half and then come out flying second half.
It's a well-coached team. Well-coached team with some good forwards. All they had to do to win their last game last year, and they would have been up.
Yeah, very close.
No,
and now they're only ninth.
They were up in the 80th minute by 2 goals and choked, and then thankfully Dynamo did much. Dresden did much the same, which allowed us to win or lose it. But then your team on Saarbrücken decided to score 2 goals and got us out of the auto promotion.
They were one of the only games I watched all season. I was like, because you were at the Wiesbaden game.
Well, they're dead last. They're dead last in the second league, though. They're having a rough go on Saarbrücken.
Yeah, so I watched those 2 goals go in. I was like, oh my god, I can't. Because then I'd seen that you'd sent videos on the pitch in the Discord.
No. That was a tough day. Nerve-wracking, but it was also consistent with the season. Final third throw-in for Saarbrücken. Long throw-ins into the box, deflected off of Saarbrücken's head. Cleared away. Saarbrücken maintains, try a long ball. And they get it in the final third from the far right wing. Attempt to center, failed. Intercepted. Gladbach control.
So Gladbach are looking shaky again at the back. This is very reminiscent of the first half early on. Saarbrücken just look dangerous when they take it to Mönchengladbach.
Yeah, they do. Well, here's their chance to crack the code. Robin Hack dishes for a ground center, but easily dealt with. Cleared away for a throw-in. Rain pouring in Saarbrücken. Lob pass into the box, way high up there, fighting for it. It comes out. Horvath looked like he had a shot, but one of the Saarbrücken defenders tripped from behind, and they'll maintain possession with a free kick. Ow.
It's got a sting.
scope. That's what I meant. I probably didn't explain that well.
Netz, gut gemacht. Neuhaus. Türke, ganz stabil.
Saarbrücken brings it to the mid. And turns it over. Gladbach tries to mount attack from the back.
Das, was ich angesprochen habe, mit größeren Menge an Feuchtigkeit, jetzt eben auch an der Rasenoberfläche, ist immer ein Nachteil für die Mannschaft, die schnell spielen, den Ball schnell laufen lassen will. Die Gladbach
of course, this game will go into extra time if it is tied, and penalties if necessary.
Das geht ja dann auch für beide, nur der Bundesligist ist halt im Moment die Mannschaft, die viel mehr vom Spiel hat, viel mehr nach vorne macht, deutliche Tempo-Vorteile hat, die sind aber eben ein bisschen schwieriger umzusetzen im Moment. Hack.
Gladbach working to the side, deflection, but they maintain control.
Weigel, Billard,
Pass attempt in the box becomes a goal kick.
I'll say Saarbrücken are defending well this game. A lot of the time we're seeing that where just that last ball just can't find anyone because there's just so many defenders that are just stepping in and stopping it.
If I had to criticize Saarbrücken, I think they can hold on the ball a little longer. They seem like nervous passes.
Yeah.
Gladbach with the corner. Dealt with. In the final third. Corner, beautiful tackle by one of the fullbacks. And, oh, it may end up being a... No. Ref says both tackles are legitimate. Now we have a chance for a breakaway. Saarbrücken breaking up the left side. And there's no pass because the other forward's offsides. Arguing with the referee over the tackles that were in Saarbrücken's end. Card comes out.
Konterchance verdattelt und gelb. Also Tor, Konterchance verdattelt, gelb.
Yeah, that's probably a fair yellow.
Da kam vorher mit leichtem Tritt auf den Oberschenkel.
That was a moment of madness there, though.
Yeah, I'll say. Top scorer and only goal scorer of the game, Nafi with the gelb Karte. So we have two cards out there for Southheimer and Nafi as we work into the 53rd minute. Gladbach with the ball on the midfield line.
I think back to what you were saying before about Saarbrücken look nervous when they pass. I agree, and the thing is, like, when they look confident in the ball,
they're dangerous.
Yeah, that's been when they've been their most dangerous. Like, they've caused serious problems for the Mönchengladbach defence when they've had that confidence to just play with it more. It's just not happening enough in this game so far.
Saarbrücken with potential. They tried the long ball. Forwards tried to outrun the defense, but it's taken care of. Rolls out for a deep throw-in for Saarbrücken. They'll take their time and set up. Dangerous throw-in for Saarbrücken.
Mehr draus zu machen als ein Einwurf für Saarbrücken.
It looks like they're set up for the long one.
Yannick Thiel, einen seiner beiden Co-Trainer gesehen, der andere ist Bernd Hemsoth, waschechter Pokalsieger mit Hannover 96, seit 92 im Finale gegen Gladbach. Der 120.
Arsenal have scored in their game. It's now 1-1 on aggregate.
What a shocker if they lose that one.
Yeah, Leandro Trossard with the goal. Yeah, especially with how well Arsenal are playing at the moment.
Yeah.
Be a big surprise if they get knocked out to Porto now.
Porto, the last non-Big Five team to win the whole thing back in 2002 with Jose Mourinho, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yeah, it was some year around there. Yeah, a long time.
Yeah.
That was like Jose's big explosion onto the scene.
Did it with a bunch of old guys.
And a young Radamel Falcao.
Bin mal gespannt, was so die Kombination aus Rasen wird noch schlechter und Kraft lässt nachher für dieses Spiel noch so übrig hat.
And Benny McCarthy.
We've seen a lot of shots of the sod coming up on the field. Obviously, the pitch not in very good condition.
They are having a lot of problems with it. Although it's not really stopped the game at all, I suppose.
No, I don't think it's affected. Some slips and slides, but that has more to do with the rain. Saarbrücken tries to cross it in. Deflected off of Mönchengladbach. They maintain control. They're going for the long ball game. Don't know if I hate that. Another dangerous throw in. Saarbrücken's favor. And he's up. Here it is. Here comes the delivery. The throw. Gets it just outside the post, deflects right into the keeper's hands. Keeper Nicholas.
Great save by me.
Yeah.
One of the few times it's spelled the same as mine.
No, I also want to point out that Rabinik for we saw him go down in the last half. He has not returned in the last game. He was replaced. I'll give you. He was replaced by Julian Gunther Schmidt. So one of Saarbrücken's best players done for the day.
Moment kriegt Gladbach kein Tempo in die eigene Aktion. Der war gut von Jordan.
Oh, here's a big opportunity for Mönchengladbach, but they weren't able to execute it in time. They're fiddling around just outside the box. Big block out in front. Here's another opportunity, maybe for a cross. Robin looks for the cross. Robin Hack not being able to deal with it. Saarbrücken able to block. That'll close a corner kick.
Another corner.
Eckball, as we say over here, right? Eckball, I say it right.
Und hier sieht man mal ganz gut, der springt dann gar nicht mehr hoch, der Ball. Da wird jeder Pass auch schon zu einem gewissen Risiko.
A lot of corner kicks have gone Gladbach's way. Here comes a tricky curved delivery. Headed out. Saarbrücken deep in their side. They elected to make a big clearance. And I think the ref said the ball actually drifted over the line. Linesman, called it a dangerous throw in for Gladbach in this case.
Tell you what, they've had, 7 corners now? And I don't think they've come close to scoring with a single one of them.
No.
Die waren dann tatsächlich auch im Stadion. Die gesamte Familie. Mittlerweile ist zum 4. Mal Vater. Und gegen Aue zumindest war die ganze Familie mit da. Ob sie das jetzt zu der späten Anschlusszeit auch sind, weiß ich nicht. Honora.
Horvath moves in. Passes over to the center. Drops it back to Hack. Hack with the cross. Blocked again. And cleared away. Gladbach maintains. Center backs try to lob one in there. Doesn't get through. Here's a header. Opportunity for Hack. He chips it just over the crossbar.
Tim Schreiber war ausgerutscht, blieb dann stehen. Gute Situation für den Lupfer. Und das ist halt auch erzögert.
It was almost a disaster there.
Yes,
the
it
keeper
was. I was a little.
Just before the shot.
Not a bad chip either. Just over.
Yeah.
Am Ende hilft das Glück.
The rain is coming down.
I wonder if the keeper would have got that if it was on target. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he had that. You know.
No, I'm not sure either. I definitely was holding my breath. Collision in the midfield. 2 players. Looks like, awarded to Gladbach. Their center backs taking over the midfield line. They maintain control. Definitely trying to work it to Hack on the left wing. Hack has had most of his crosses blocked, though. And they try to carry it through. They only end up hitting the side of the net.
With another corner. Let's see if they can do something with this one.
The deliveries have not been too threatening.
Yeah, not at all.
And while the defense or the center backs haven't been impressed with their speed or their pace, as you guys like to say, they have definitely been effective by making the crucial tackles in the crucial box.
Yeah, they've been really good inside their own box. Like, pretty much nothing has been able to get in there without at least one Saarbrücken defender getting a foot in the way or just getting to the ball just before.
You know that popcorn. Another high five. We ate all the popcorn. 2 bags full.
We've got 30 minutes left. What are you going to eat?
I think that was dinner. I still don't feel like these teams don't feel like they're separated by all that much. And, we're talking 2 rings down the pyramid, too. It's a wonder why Saarbrücken really isn't, really running for the title in their own league. They were one of the better teams that we dealt with last year.
So to be 9th in the 3rd Bundesliga and you're pretty evenly matched against a Bundesliga side, that's really strange, to say the least.
Yeah, it says it might say something about the depth of. Wiesbaden only lost by 1 goal to Leipzig.
Yeah.
I never felt like they were out of the game, even when they were down 3-1.
Is
ooh, big hockey leg body check in the center. Dangerous free kick coming up for Mönchengladbach.
The question though remains: is that a good? Does that show that the Bundesliga 3 sides are pretty good, or the Bundesliga sides are not very good?
I don't know. Well, the Pokalsie is a little more compact than the FA Cup. I mean, there's so many teams in it. You do have 4 leagues. We have 3 that are considered the top leagues. FA Cup seems like a lot more of a chore for the smaller teams to break through. Kick by Horvath. Looks like it might be on target, but it's deflected by a head. A Saarbrücken head. Out for a goal kick.
Ihrem Verteidigungsabschnitt,
aber
aber sie lassen auch so gut wie nichts an wirklichen Chancen zu. Der Ball fliegt dann mal aufs Tor, mal Richtung Tor, aber was richtig Brenzliges haben sie nicht zugelassen. Möglicherweise ist das die Herangehensweise dann eben zusammen Tim Chivea, der nächste, der beim FCS kommen wird.
Stadium electricity must be through the roof.
Eine gute Umschaltsituation reicht.
What we got on expected goals?
It was hold on.
You check that out. I don't have that.
Wow. Mönchengladbach with 2.71 expected goals to Saarbrücken's 0.2. There's 17 shots to 7. 9 corners now from Mönchengladbach.
Some fighting in the corner leaves for a throw-in for
Den
Saarbrücken.
natürlich auch nicht verborgen
Well
geblieben
fought
ist,
for.
dass der Robin Hack da richtig Betrieb macht.
Throw in deep in Saarbrücken's end.
Schon sind dann halt 2 Mann plus Absicherung
There's a
beim
lot. So 9 corners for Mönchengladbach, and they've only generated 0.17 xg from those corners. That really speaks to how we've been saying they've done nothing from those corners.
Yeah, really.
Mönchengladbach.
It's a wasted opportunity as well, really. When you're getting that many,
Und
well, like,
Gumu, wie
that's
gesagt,
such a
da
good
geht
opportunity to steal a
Tempo-
goal.
Der Faktor Tempo wird jetzt ein ganz großer sein.
Change is coming in.
Aber erstmal Chivea für Sontheimer,
No, it's the
viel geackert hat.
it's the second.
Ein
First for
Mitbekommen hat und
Gladbach.
Geld vorbelastet dazu, der checkt dann gegen Elvedi. Das dürfte auch eine Vorsichtsmaßnahme sein. Chivea auch ein ehemaliger Augsburger. Ein Riesenspiel gemacht hat am Wochenende gegen Aue. Trotzdem
Sonheimer will come out, and Tim Cavill
weil Ziel Rabic drauf haben wollte.
will enter the pitch. 5'11", 22 years old, German countryman. Number 23.
Und jetzt nochmal.
Falls down outside the box. Gladbach desperately looking for a cross. Pops out to the center. Backs are very, very deep. The Mönchengladbach center backs. And here's an opportunity. Tried to curl in. Blocked again. And no. One of the Saarbrücken forwards fall down. Looks for the call. It looks like he was semi-warned by the ref for diving. I don't think it was a dive. I think he slipped.
The Mönchengladbach striker, the black dude with the braids, I think.
Yes,
He's American.
P-Fork. P-Falk.
Yeah, he's the United States.
He's
This
American.
country. Yeah.
No kidding. Number 27.
Gladbach ist gut, passt
He's
auf
their-
bei den zweiten
their center
Bällen, dass da
striker.
nichts verloren geht.
Number 13.
Oh, American. Been quiet in this game. Most of the actions come through Hack on the left side.
I was Hack and then a bit of Honora on the right side.
Hack, klar, ist ein Kandidat, wenn Gumo kommt, so runter muss.
I wonder if this game would have looked any different if Mönchengladbach's top scorer, Alassane Player, was available.
Sehr laufbereit da hinten, sehr flexibel und sehr wach sind die Saarbrücker, die kriegen die Außen gut zu.
Substitution time.
Reins geht.
Looks like Guardio Kone,
Gumo
one of them.
erstmal rein, sehr, sehr gute Form. Tja, der wird auf seine Position gehen. Und die Kone
Robin Hack
gegen Ross
will
zum
take a
1:0,
rest.
20. Minute.
Nathan
Interesting.
Nagomi.
Hack.
Nagomi, also a Frenchman, shirt number 19, 6 foot, 23 years old.
Gut aus dem
This
Spiel
makes me
genommen
sick. The
von
14th of March of
der
2000.
Saarbrücker Defensive.
Old. $5 million value.
Hartmann lässt weiterlaufen. Weigel. Kerber und Sivea sind jetzt das Mittelfeldzentrum.
Yeah, and Rocco Wrights came off Guardio Kone.
4-1 mit Brünker vorne drin, der jetzt nicht der Sprinter vor dem Herrn ist. Also da geht es dann eher für ihn darum, falls sie mal die Chance kriegen, den Ball festzumachen und zu warten, ob noch einer mit Geschwindigkeit auf dem Platz steht.
Gladbach controls. Their center backs are deep, deep, deep.
Missverständnis.
In Saarbrücken End. Deep, deep, deep. How you feel about the game? Good.
I'm not sure if this'll. I'm not sure if anyone will score before extra time. You know.
I think you just.
Wieder
Oh,
mal von neu aus.
they almost found P-Fork with a through ball, threaded the needle there.
Genau für Sivea.
I mean, it could. Obviously, that's going to be commentator's curse, and they're going to score.
Yeah, I know. It's
but-
like I said they're gonna score.
Der
It's like,
Zeit zu
oh.
sein, bis Gladbach irgendwo eine Lücke findet.
But,
Oder einer
yeah, I don't know.
super Einzelaktion
Saarbrücken are
macht. Saarbrücken
really
kommt
defending
dann
well in
einfach
their
schnell
own
weg.
end, but they're not offering a lot going forward. So I could really see a scenario here where we get extra time.
You know, it's like they're playing like 5 in the back.
Schwächerer Linker.
Yeah, it does. It looks like they're trying to. Any offense is going to come off a long ball, or you know, the Gladbach
Und dann kommt immer noch mit
fullbacks
hinzu, wenn sie
getting
mal den Ball da hinten
caught deep.
wegkriegen, dann erwischen sie nie den Brünker, der eventuell mal sich durchsetzen kann und den Ball festmacht. Honorar mit
Yeah,
Kone.
chipped ahead.
Kone mit Honorar, der beim Aus.
Yeah, ball comes out.
Weigel zeigt an, gleich vorne
Whoa, yeah.
bleiben, gleich draufstellen, zustellen.
70th minute, 20 to go. Mostly defensive action. Interesting throw-in choice. Oh, Saarbrücken player goes down, no call. Not the second.
Schwierig, wie gesagt, auch für die Spieler, da das richtige
Curious to see that
Maß und
again.
das richtige Timing zu finden.
Is that
Auf
Naffy?
so einem Platz.
No blood.
Es geht
Oh,
über den DFB-Pokal.
it looks like it
okay.
deflected off of a foot
Als Champions League-Teilnehmer einen Startplatz.
of
It's in the
a
face.
Gladbach player, and the ball went
Da
directly
laufen
in.
die Achtelfinal-Rückspiele.
the
Wir
face.
haben aus der Europa League für Sie unter anderem Slavia Prag gegen den AC Mailand, Brighton gegen den AS Rom. Das Ganze Donnerstag
Saarbrücken.
ab 18 Uhr steht er da. 35 auf Sky Sport Mix.
Wow, I didn't know Milan in German was Mailand.
Dominik
AC
Becker
Mailand.
Mailand.
ist der eine und ist Simon Stede der andere.
Land.
It's strange how like different like languages have different names for
Dominik
places.
Becker kommt.
You'd think something like a place name would be universal.
We think we got
Sanchez.
substitutions on their way
Wie
in.
der müde wirkt, die Michele Sanchez hat Tempo.
Becker comes off for Becker.
Common German name. But Naffy, their top scorer, will come off. And Fabio Di Michele will come on. And he'll be a striker. See if they can make anything happen.
Erste Aktion von die Michele Sanchez.
Di Michele is German, 20 years old, shirt 21 with a left foot.
Very un-German name.
Yeah. We have a few, and of course, Dominic Becker will come on for Robin Becker.
Da haben sie jetzt nochmal einen, der Tempo aufnehmen kann.
No relation to Boris, I assume.
No, not that I'm aware. But I wouldn't put it past Boris to be in the stands having a brew or two. Fun guy, Boris Becker.
Viertelstunde noch. Gladbach macht das gut, ist vor allem
Yeah, didn't he have like a load of illegitimate kids?
I was going to tell you a story about my kids here. There's a story I know specifically that's famous in Germany, but I can't say it in front of my son.
Well, save those details then. So you never know, one of these Beckers could be.
It's true. Do me a favor, go to the bathroom, hold your nose.
Natürlich
No,
hat das auch immer Auswirkungen für die
Yeah,
Saarbrücker, die
about
natürlich
60, hold your
merken,
ears. I'm not gonna
es
tell
ist
him.
schwierig, aber wir sind ja nicht chancenlos, weil wir es gut machen. Das Gladbacher Spiel ist für sie relativ gut
So Becker is
ausrechenbar,
accused of
relativ gut
having them.
verteidigbar.
One particular, he denied that he was the father,
So wie hier,
and
so
when the
viel Platz
DNA
zu lassen,
test made it,
Jordan,
when the DNA
Villa, die
test
Michele Sanchez,
came through, he reportedly said to the reporter that was asking him about the DNA test, he said,
da müssen
and
wir
I quote,
irgendwann zumindest so eine
"She
Station
stole
über
my
4,
sperm."
5 Pässe hinkriegen,
You can come back
auch
now.
wieder den Glauben an die eigene Offensive zu gewinnen, weil der Ball ist ja jedes
Okay.
I'd
Mal
love to know how someone manages that.
Weigel, gut gesehen.
It's quite the heist.
That's really this is like people. That's what the Germans always goof on. 'Cause she stole my sperm. She stole it. Horvath breaks through.
Kone
Like from a bank or
gegen Kerber.
I think he made it up.
snuck in the night.
I don't know. Not sure.
So, Gauss.
I'd love to hear him go into depth on more. How she pulled this off.
Apparently, he was in a bar, and in a bar.
Hat noch Kredit. Da
She's,
war jetzt nicht so viel Zweikampf
Tommy's
um den
back.
Ball im Spiel gerade.
little Tommy, member of the Club Wiesbaden. Going to those camps.
Lange im Gespräch.
Dangerous free kick. Mönchengladbach in the final third, just ahead of the line on the far right side. I'm going to try to swing it in. Here comes the big curler. Curled, good delivery, but dealt with. Deflected off of Gladbach player, throw in Saarbrücken on their right side.
Die Nase noch versorgt worden bei ihm. Tamponade, jetzt ist mir das Wort eingefallen, bin ich drauf gekommen gerade.
No changes in the Champions League.
Also das bringt zumindest mal Zeit. Und wenn Friedrich jetzt eine schlechte Idee hat, vielleicht sogar den Ball. Nein.
Now only less than 15 minutes, about 12 minutes away from the 90th. I don't know how much extra time will be added. I can't imagine much. This is not the Prem. Although I wish it start with it.
Gauss wartet.
Through ball in for Saarbrücken. Di Marina working up the left side. Trying to find somebody. Crosses over the middle with three defenders on him now. Tries to dribble through everybody. Gets in his way, and it's finally dislodged. Oh, you can see the puddle starting to develop on the field, and they lost control. Saarbrücken turns it over and works it back down the right side. You're seeing the ball getting a lot of friction from the pitch. Puddles are now developing. How do you think that changes things? Mistakes go through the roof. That's the first thing I think of.
Oh, yeah. Historically, it's always favoured the worst team.
Yeah, it does.
It's harder to play good football on a wet, slippy surface.
Yeah.
So this could work for Saarbrücken.
Ich traue mich mal, 10 Minuten vor dem Ende. Der Rasen ist extrem schlecht geworden. Mit der Kraft geht's noch. Wie gesagt, die Kombination.
Di Michel a little selfish with the ball, I thought.
Viele Risiken bergen. Aber
Yeah.
die Spieler das noch gut im Griff.
He did well to beat the first few, but then I think he needed to play it.
Zwei für die.
Well, he kind of put himself in a position where he couldn't pass anymore,
Möglich,
too.
dass Skelly die linke
Yeah.
nimmt. Schon häufiger getan.
He got a little overexcited,
Und Leiner,
probably.
der
Long kick into the center, headed away. And you're seeing that ball just die as soon as it hits the pitch. The passing is going to need to be very crisp. The ball meeting a lot of water resistance on the pitch. Ten minutes to go. Gladbach trying to carry it through. Only ends up in a Saarbrücken throw-in on the right side.
I wonder what Saarbrücken's game plan is here. Because they've been very defensive, pretty much all half.
Defensive, any kind of offense we've seen is from a long ball.
Yeah, which is clearly not producing anything for them, really. So, do they want extra time? Like, do they want penalties?
Sure felt like that in the first half.
Yeah.
We got substitutions by Mönchengladbach. Luca Netz is out for Joseph Scaly. Scaly, an American, 21 years old. Right foot 9, number 29, 5'10". And Nico Evaldi is replaced by Stefan Lanner. Lanner, 31 years old, is an Austrian. So where is this going, Tommy? Where's it going? To bed, being tired.
Wird abgesichert durch Leiner hinten. Gumo hat dasselbe Vergnügen.
Extra time.
That sounds like a good shout.
Yeah, that sounds like a good shout, huh? Are you in it for the long haul or you want to go to bed?
Und Seoane steht unten und rudert mit dem
It's up to you.
rechten Arm und sagt, passen.
But you gotta go bed yourself and go during the game.
Mit Seitenverlagerung, als eben einmal auf
Tommy trying to stay up over here.
über die Tiefe, über die Mitte zu machen.
Yeah, normally it'd be over soon.
Could still be over soon.
That's true. Next goal really wins.
Does feel like that.
In a sort of sudden death, especially if Gladbach scores.
Siehst du, und wenn man es nicht gebrauchen kann, dann rollt der Ball gut auf dem Rasen, wie eben Franck Honorat.
It feels like if anyone's going to do, it'll be Mönchengladbach at the moment.
Yeah. Unless there's just
Saarbrücken
some kind
just
of
offering nothing.
It feels like something weird's got to happen. A misplay, a misjudged pass. You know, the water catches it, and maybe a quick turnaround.
Yeah. So far, Mönchengladbach's defence have been so comfortable in possession. They've not really put a foot wrong at all.
No. Saarbrücken continues to fight. Oh, they get a call that goes their way. After when the Gladbach forwards fall down.
A bit of luck might be all they need.
I'm a bad parent when you stay up this late. You think? You forgive me?
Saarbrücken fühlt sich, glaube ich, mit der Nummer hier ganz wohl. Wir wissen, die kommen eh nicht mehr nach
That's alright, it's a one-off.
Also
It's a one-off, that's what I
verteidigt
told
die
her.
ganze Nummer.
Unless they win, that's probably a two-off.
Wer weiß.
Long ball in from the keeper, headed away. Oh, you can see the ball just die in front of Nichols.
It's so wet.
How much time it is?
To be fair, the rain has been hammering down
Yeah,
all
it's
game.
really just coming down. It hasn't let up at all. Most games you get a rain for a little bit, maybe a quarter of a half, and it lets up. Not this one.
To be fair, we're lucky it's happened during the game and not beforehand, because it could have been rained off again.
Jordan verlängert.
The ball just 10, 20 minutes. You can stay up. You can watch the duration. That's what we agreed to. If you want to go to bed, you got to go to bed yourself.
Der tut mir leid, der hängt da so in der Luft. Was sollte er mit dem Ball machen? Außer verlängern war der nicht mehr
It's up
drin.
to you. You want some more soda? Grab your thing right there.
Schreiber, der Duse, dass aus dem Abschnitt dort sogar eine Chance werden kann.
Give it to me.
Ball verspielt.
Oh boy.
Itakura schlägt er den nur so ins Aus.
Gladbach
Ja.
possesses a much needed play by Saarbrücken because they were knocking on the
Und jetzt,
door.
das kann man von hier oben immer ganz gut sehen, beim Flutlicht bilden sich halt mehr und mehr die
Can you
Pfützen
twist that
auf
open
dem
for me?
Rasen. Und das, was ich gerade über Borussia, über
red
Saarbrücken gesagt habe, irgendwie durchretten.
No.
Das Gefühl habe ich bei Gladbach hier im Moment auch. Da fehlt mir die letzte Überzeugung, weil so wenig wie der Drittligist nach vorne
I tightened it
gemacht
a
hat.
little too much.
Dafür war das dann sehr, sehr wenig.
We got a dangerous throw. We got a throw in here. Top of the box, Saarbrücken. They'll try to curl it
Der
in.
kommt gut.
Knocked away by Nicholas.
Moritz Nikolas, wenig gefordert. Im Gegentor chancenlos. Bei den anderen Sachen war er da. Und gegen die Bayern war es 90+.
Oh,
But now
hoping for
Saarbrücken seems to be in
Saarbrücken goal, man.
control.
Saarbrücken
with their-
2-1 machte.
Fullbacks in the midfield line. And they're working up. Seems to be the center. A through ball is going to be difficult.
Starker Einsatz
Oh, here's a
von
break.
Steven
Possible
Kehl.
cross, but it looks like it went out.
Geholt, ja.
No. Didn't go out, but easy pickup for
Bisschen
Nicholas.
Luft für Gladbach, weil Saarbrücken hinten nicht geordnet ist. Ngumo.
Gladbach working up a similar play, but it's easily dealt with. You can have
Der
more.
Schreiber will nicht. Ach du liebe Güte, jetzt hat der Torwart
I'm
gepackt.
glad Saarbrücken are trying to win it in normal time.
Das ist ja nie
Seems
im Leben
like it.
Einwurf für Gladbach, zumal in der Position.
Or Gladbach's getting tired.
Yeah. Maybe that's what Saarbrücken are thinking, though.
Wear him out.
Yeah, now that they're tired, now's like a chance to start playing a bit more. Try and make use of their tired legs, you know, look for a mistake here and there like they did there.
87th minute. Squeaky bum time, my friends.
Gedeutet hat, dann will Theo Arne, bis wirklich die Chance da ist, vernünftigen Pass in die Spitze zu spielen, so lange Ball halten
Backs are way deep
und
right
warten
now.
Und suchen. Friedrich immer wieder halb rechts, rechts.
Backs deep.
Kone.
Take it across the center. So they walk into the final third and try to get it to the
Ngumo leicht weg.
left wing back, but he loses possession. Turnover to Saarbrücken. Throw in on their own end. They try to get it upfield.
Das ist 88 Minuten lang zu wenig vom Bundesligisten. Itakura spielt nur die Sicherheitsbälle, da fehlt sämtliches Selbstvertrauen.
Throw in Saarbrücken in Gladbach's end.
Aber späte Gegentore kann ja Gladbach auch machen. Späte Tore, nicht Gegentore. Gottes
Taking
Willen.
their time with the throw in. They try to go forward with it instead of going back. It's a strange choice.
Brönker kann
Ja.
nicht halten. Jordan im Wasser.
Oh, wow. Fighting through the water. Saarbrücken trying to mount an attack right here. They look to try to make the
War
cross.
da noch einer dran?
And it goes out for a goal kick.
Kein Eckball, Abstoß.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Look at all that water.
That looks like a really cool poster. Yeah. Gladbach carries it to the final. They tried to get a through ball in. Does not work out. Cleared away. Continued possession by Gladbach.
Itakura. Zu weit. Der nicht in der Pfütze liegen bleibt. Abstoß, Zeitgewinn.
Lazy. We're in the 89th minute. Goal kick Saarbrücken.
Aufpushen von Ceoane, Ratlosigkeit. Jedenfalls in dieser
You
Szene
just get
bei
the-
ein paar Gladbachern.
I mean, the odds tell you that
Pushen sich hoch.
Gladbach should score, but I just feel with the way the field is,
Zeit von Tom Bauer.
a bad bounce, Saarbrücken could do something.
Dann
some heroics, just like they did with Bayern. 90th minute, and they're giving him 4. Here it is. Oh, tripped up from behind. No call by the ref. It's tough to tell whether they're going down because they're fouled or there's just that. It's just that waterlogged on the pitch. In this case, it looks like a foul.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's awesome to play on that.
Wouldn't be in a white kit though, would you?
Here's a free kick out of range for any third leaguer to go right in. It looks like, what is that? Is that Di Marino? No, that's not Di Marino. They're going to try to swing it in. Di Michele, excuse me, not Di Marino. That's another guy. Huh? They try to swing it. Goes to the far left box. Still lips up in front. Deflects just wide. Poked away by Nichols for a corner kick. Saarbrücken.
These last 5 minutes, Saarbrücken have really come alive.
Oh, it was not poked away. I take that back. It was not poked away by Nichols. On further review, on further slow-mo review. Oh, wait a minute. It still looks like they ended up with the corner either way. Saarbrücken with a really important corner in the 90th minute, in injury time. Here it is, right out in front. And both teams fighting over where they have possession. It looks like it's going to be a goal kick. 1-1 in the 90th. 4 minutes injury time, and we're almost halfway through that.
Well, the last 5 minutes or so, Saarbrücken have looked like the side that couldn't go on to win this. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
What a game. Never really found the pace that it had in the first 20 minutes, but adjustments had to be made. Saarbrücken try to work it upfield. They've got more men forward than Mönchengladbach has going back as they pull it into the box. Across! Here it is! That's wide! And it's in! Saarbrücken scores in the 90th minute for the second time in this tournament! It looks like they won! Unbelievable! And exactly what I said was going to happen! You saw the water play a role in this? Unbelievable! To the semifinals, a third league team. Gladbach in stunned disbelief. Horvath doesn't even know where he is. You like that? Stop goofing on me. Looks like an innocent cross, but it found its man.
Finds its way. Somehow slips between all the defenders there.
Look at there, and the water played a role. You can really see it. The home field advantage probably being the difference in this game.
I'll say they really came alive in the last, from the 85th minute onwards, they really came alive, and well, there's the goal to show it. Wow. Well, of course, it's not over yet, but it almost is.
Tears! Tears of joy! Uh-oh, here's some problem. Inside the box. Gladbach's trying to work it through, but it's blocked away. Here comes the big clearance, and maybe the final whistle. I think they're going to give him a little extra time for the goal celebration, so they're going to let him work it in. Only fair to get the full 90. Gladbach controls. They try to lob it in to the Borussia. Here's an opportunity. Blocked out in front. Gladbach controls inside the box. They lob one in, try to get a header, but it's deflected away. Here's another opportunity. Should be a big shot coming up. Can Gladbach break through? They fired over the crossbar.
That's got to be it, surely. More of that in the box defending there from Saarbrücken. That has been so good all game. Just every single time Mönchengladbach tries something, there's a Saarbrücken player in the way and it ends.
Well, you know, it's something I want to show my son. Those guys weren't backed. My son is not the fastest guy in the team, but you can do so much without speed by getting in their face and always attacking. You never give up just because somebody's faster than you, and that's it. That's the final whistle. The upset is complete. Bayern Munich, Eintracht Frankfurt, and Mönchengladbach, classic teams in the first Bundesliga. And we find Saarbrücken in the semi-finals. Unbelievable.
Really unbelievable. Leverkusen, the only Bundesliga side left in the Pokal now in the semi-finals.
There's for the
We could
taking.
Saarbrücken make the final now. They face Kaiserslautern in the next round, a very winnable game, especially when you've beaten Bayern Munich, Mönchengladbach, and Frankfurt. You know, who are Kaiserslautern compared to those? This is genuinely an amazing story. This is crazy.
Saarbrücken will face second league side Kaiserslautern, and Leverkusen will face Dusseldorf, another second league side. So I mean, in really, for Saarbrücken going from Bayern to Frankfurt to Mönchengladbach, and I'm not trying to say these. It seems like the sides get weaker as they go on.
It's like they've played the tournament in reverse.
Yes.
It's just like got easier with each game. Well, like on paper, it's got easier with each game.
Really, it's just, well, we got what we asked for today.
Yeah, this is a phenomenal story, really.
Ziel muss dann jedes Mal entscheiden. Die Bayern hat 2 Tage freigegeben, wurde dann seiner Ansicht nach danach gestraft.
How cool would it be if on the slimmest of slim chances we get a Dusseldorf versus Saarbrücken final?
The Pokal is real. I also don't want to dump on Gladbach, where they're finishing their execution, but they did control the game. I don't think they played particularly bad. They broke up a lot of offensive plays. I think these Saarbrücken players, they won't be there next year. They're going to be moving up a league or two. Especially with being on TV like this, being on the big stuff, unbelievable. Right to his knees. Yeah.
I mean, this is like the peak moment of
a lot of these guys' career.
The players' career, right?
Yeah, you know, they thought that, you know,
phenomenal.
peak moment for them maybe going to second league. Now it's going for the semi-finals in one of the biggest football tournaments, knockout tournaments on the planet. Maybe the second biggest one.
Crazy. And so yeah, Mönchengladbach played well.
Looks like it looks like the Mönchengladbach ultras have not taken the loss as well as their own players are going. Oh well, wait a minute. They're Mönchengladbach players walking towards their ultras, and this weird tradition of being lectured by your fans continues in Germany, which I don't think at all.
I wonder if this is another Darmstadt here where they're going to send their man on.
I don't think that's right. They didn't play a bad game. They didn't you know, is any of them in the stands? Could they make a cross worth of shit? Probably not.
I'd love to see him try.
Yeah. It's a lot easier when you're on the field and no one else is on the pitch. Horvath really broken up. Had a great game. I can't say especially Horvath, but the Frenchman really impressed me.
So him and Hack, I think, were the best Mönchengladbach players.
Yeah,
Like going forward,
I
I
agree.
thought the defense, like, not a single complaint I can have with the defense really.
This was a team effort. There was no one star in this game. This is a team effort. This is a team defensive effort. And I think now we have to give the coach the benefit of the doubt. The strategy worked.
Yeah, hats off to him.
Yeah. You
I
know,
mean,
I was kind of with you on that to some extent. But Coach Rügerd Zeil, 46 years old, 6 feet tall.
He's just led his side to the semi-finals of the Deutsche Pokal.
You might find yourself in a better league next year, sir. A higher, I should say better league, a higher league. you got to remember all these athletes. When we say things like a third-tier player or a first-tier player, they're all spectacular athletes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It just, like, most of these guys, I mean, look at the shape. You don't see any fat guys even in the lower leagues anymore. They take incredible care of themselves. It's a full-time job. You can't go drinking every Saturday because you're behind. Devastation in the eyes of Mönchengladbach. But I don't think, I really don't think there should be shame there. If you just simply look at it as a third league, first league thing, I think that takes away from the victory. And like with any of these things, you need a break. And the rain was probably the break that they needed. Combination with excellent defense and brilliant tactics by the coach. The stars aligned.
Yeah, the defending there was just phenomenal that game. That's why I don't think you can be too harsh on Mönchengladbach, because they didn't play poorly, but that Saarbrücken defence was just unbeatable, especially when they sat in back deep. Like, every single pass, every single cross, every single shot, there was a Saarbrücken defender in the way to stop it. They were an absolute unit today, and that's why you can't be too harsh on Mönchengladbach, because it's not a Mönchengladbach not being good enough going forward. It was Saarbrücken being so good defensively that Mönchengladbach couldn't score.
If I had to make a criticism of Mönchengladbach, they had a lot of opportunities, obviously, with set pieces and corner kicks. That the deliveries weren't really anything to be crazy about, but when they were good, that defense you talked about was still there. Still there to make that crucial tackle. Still there to make those. A lot of the game was played in the air.
Yeah.
The big headers. And it really just shows you, if you're not born with incredible pace, incredible speed, it doesn't put you out of this game.
Of course not.
No, and I think that's what makes it great. That's all, folks. That's all we got. I think we got to end it right there. Man, incredible stuff. One of the best streams, I think. What are you going to tell people in school tomorrow? You say your dad's a bad dad and let's stay up for it. That's why you're tired, teacher. That's why I'm tired. Because my dad's a bad father. You know what I would tell him? Tommy, are you tired today? Yes. You want to know why? Because football. Have a good one, everybody. Take care. See y'all soon. Take care. Right back after this. As soon as I put my little boy to bed, we'll see you in the room. Check out on those Champions League scores. Stick around. Jump in the Discord. See you in a minute.